People, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, guys. You are tuning in to Riley's World. Big up on the damn self. Big up on yourself. Appreciate you guys for being here. We're here to talk about the game, past and present. We're here to talk about mainly the North London derby that is coming up. Arsenal takes on Tottenham. It promised to be a fantastic game, does it? Yep. Why does it promise to be a fantastic game? Because it is a game where Arsenal back is against the wall and we need a result. We need a result. We need a result. And nothing but a positive result will make the pain and the hurt that we've been going through better. You know what I mean? Big up everybody in the chat. How you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling today? Nicolay, big up yourself. Blah, big up yourself. Naive in the building, big up yourself. How you guys doing? So, football is a beautiful game that has wins and it has losses. Yeah, it also have draw. So, yeah, man, sometimes you draw. And it's a game where you play for a title. You play for a cup. Arsenal been attacking this game, playing for this cup, just like every other team, you know what I mean, for this entire season. And we've done fantastic so far. You know, we've done pretty well. We make good account of ourselves and where we are. Where we are right now, we deserve to be because we have put in work and we've played some fantastic football and some not so fantastic football along the journey. We're top of the league, 5 points clear to be exact. We played one game more than everybody else. We've lost, I think we've got 2 wins in 7, and that's not a fantastic record. But for us to have 2 wins in 7 games and still maintain top of the league, that shows you the work that we've put in and why we are where we are. Yeah. Big up Axins. City remains schedule is so easy. League is wrapped. You think so? Probably not. I don't think so because they still have Arsenal to play and they still have Aston Villa. They have Everton. You know what I mean? They have quite a few games to play that is not so easy, as you would say. So, yeah. Nicholas said, I see City tying most of these games. They are definitely not easy. No, I don't see them being easy either, to be honest with you. How you doing, brother? Said Krish. Big up, Krish. Doing good. Finished school. So happy that I am weekend ahead now. Battling again, said Naib. Naib, Real Madrid doing well? I don't think so. I don't think so. You're in a playoff in the Champions League. So you need to focus on that, Naib. What do you think? Tell me what you think. I'm just saying. All right, so it's a situation where you're going to mess up. You know what I mean? You're going to mess up. It's 7-time rise and 8-time fall. That means every single time that we fall, 7-time fall and 8-time rise. That means every single time we fall, we're going to get up again. I know it's been a rough week. You know what I mean? It's been a rough weekend for our Arsenal and Arsenal fans. Knowing that we were at one point 9 points ahead, and to see this point cut down to 5 could cut down further because every team except Wolves have a game in hand. So we could see that lead cut down to 2. You know what I mean? If the game in hand is won by the team that have the game in hands. And to see such a significant lead cut so drastically, it's not easy, you know what I mean, to swallow. You know what I mean? With knowing that the game, we just have 11, I think we have 11 games leave. And we are looking to wrap up this title. You know what I mean? We were looking to extend this lead so we could wrap up this title early. And I mean, I'm just being honest. That's what was on people mind, Arsenal fans' mind, hopefully Arsenal players' mind as well. We are in several different competitions, and in doing so, we wanted to um, get as much rest and be as relaxed as we could be. Going into some of these competitions and just making sure that the players are well rested and everything is working out well. Well, not so, because we are now in a situation where we we drop we drop points where we shouldn't even have drop points. The position that we're in right now is has nothing to do with anybody else but ourselves. You get me? We've been lackluster in some of our performances. We've been lazy. There's a lot of stuff. There's just so much that we can say about the performances that's been going on with this Arsenal team. It's like we don't even understand what our identity is anymore. We left from playing beautiful football to playing long ball to playing long throws to playing corners. It's like we're all over the place just trying to win games. And in doing so, it's like we're losing the football that Arsenal is known for. Our next opponent, Tottenham. Tottenham Football Club is our next opponent. And that game alone speaks for itself. Whenever you hear that Arsenal is playing Tottenham, in spite of the results, the past results, the present game is always the one that really matters, because it is a derby, one of the fiercest derbies in English football, and it has no love lost. It has no love among fans or players with this game, right? So it's a game that gonna be feisty, it gonna be dirty, it gonna be nasty, it gonna be fierce. You get me? And form goes out the window in a derby, and we always say that. We always know that when it comes on to a derby, especially a derby like the North London derby, form is out the window. We're saying that. I'm still gonna let y'all know that Spurs is almost in a relegation battle. All right, I'm just saying, just putting that out there. Big up Michelle joining the chat. Welcome to the stream, Michelle. How you feeling? Yeah. So, with that being said, Tottenham, Arsenal, North London derby. It's a game that both teams need 3 points. And I'm telling you, both teams need 3 points. Tottenham are heading down, and they're heading down fast. They are, what Tottenham is? 16 or something like that? 16 or something like that from in the table. That's pretty much flirting with relegation. I think they're probably just 2 or 3 points off the third place in relegation. So it's not a situation where Tottenham can manage to just lose this game and feel okay about it. Tottenham are facing a relegation battle, and we are facing a fight for the English League trophy. So it's not going to be pretty, it's not going to be friendly. It's going to be a game of football that, I don't know. Trust me. And we put ourselves in this position right now because we should be going into this derby well comfortable, not even worrying about result. But we are worried about result because of the amount of games that we've drawn. We haven't lost many games, but we have drawn so much game. It's horrible, and it's taken away the momentum. It's taken away the spirit, the drive. It's just a lot. Yeah, so let's see. Let's get to the chat. Let's see what some of the persons have to say in the chat. I think Wolves will win the title. That's Nikolai being sarcastic. Tottenham will win, said Michelle. That's just Michelle being delusional. I'm good. How are you feeling? Derby are the kindest. Everyone is nice and giving hugs and cuddles. Probably in Everton and Liverpool derby. Not in the North London derby, sorry. Tottenham 2-0 said Michelle being delusional again. I don't know. Michelle, I think she needs to take her pill. Chelsea winning the league said Naib, who don't know nothing about English football. Yeah. Liverpool said, well. Big up Liverpool. What's going on with Liverpool? Keith is in the building. Keith said hi. Everton Liverpool derby are mad. Well, that's not what Nikolai said. Nikolai said, yeah, I walk around giving hugs and kisses and shaking hands. You know what I mean? He's a Liverpool fan, you're an Everton fan, so I'm just saying. So, not London derby, not London forever. You know what I mean? White or blue is going to be the color. I mean, white or red, right? Oh, shit. Yeah, I think white or red is going to be the color of the North London derby on that given day. You know what I mean? Everybody know that Arsenal is Arsenal and North London is painted red. Alright? So, let's see. Merseyside derby is more intense than North London derby. Y'all are delusional, man. Y'all are delusional. Merseyside derby has always been one-sided, so I don't even know what y'all talking about. One-sided. So that's a delusional term. Michelle, you know better than that as well. I understand that Everton is your team, but come on. Be a football fan and not just an Everton fan sometime, Michelle. Okay? Yeah. Nikolai say I'm back. Big up Keith. Big up everybody. I need to get some stats on what's going on. Northland Derby is so overrated. You can't talk about one side blood. Arsenal win every derby. Arsenal winning every derby of late because we have been superb. We have a better team, a way better team, and Tottenham had some crappy coaches that don't understand the value of the Northland Derby. When Harry Kane and Song and all them players was there, it was no walkover for Arsenal. You know what I mean? It was no walkover for Arsenal. But since those players left, it's like, you see, people tend to forget when you are recruiting players, you gotta let players understand, you know what I mean, things such as the derby. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a manager walking in or walking around with an Arsenal cup. You get where I'm coming from? These things are disgusting. You know what I mean? These things just take away the fun and the passion from the game. You get what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, the Spurs have not been recruiting well. You know what I mean? They're not doing what is supposed to be done properly as far as their players and their damn coach. You know what I mean? North London Derby are not the same because of Tottenham. You know what I mean? But it's okay if it's one-sided this time around. You know what I mean? North London Derby has always been fierce. You know what I mean? It's the most look forward to derby in the league. And y'all know that. Y'all know that. So, yeah. Keyboard is giving him problem. You still drinking out of that bottle. Lads, it's Spurs. He said, big up Nicola every time, bro. Can't complain, man. All good. Someone is getting shipped up this weekend. I'm fine. It's early morning, though. And I haven't slept yet. All good, though. How about you? It's cold today, 41 degree. The legend said Spurs will trash Arsenal 2-0. Guess the delusionalness is coming into the chat. What score will the game be? Dan Riley. Blah, yes, what's up? How you doing? Been a minute. Liverpool said Manchester United is way more intense. Not London Derby, one of the worst derby in the league. Okay, you're just talking a bunch of crap now, so you'll be alright. You'll be good. Obed said hi. Um, Nicola is baby off the chat. Isn't Will the baby off the chat? Isn't Will the baby? I think Will is the baby, right? Or both of them is 14? No, yeah, Nicola is the baby off the chat. 13, that's the baby for you. I think Will is 14. I think Will is 14. So guys, weekend fixtures. Weekend fixtures coming up. Weekend fixtures coming up. North London Derby is on the front page. Everybody know that's the fiercest derby in the chat. Even the Liverpool person know that. He's just trying to try. Alright. Big up yourself, Liverpool, man. Aston Villa and Leeds tomorrow morning. What will it be? Leeds take on Aston Villa. Aston Villa take on Leeds tomorrow because Aston Villa is at home. What do you guys think of that game? Keith, what's going on with your team? What is your prediction? Let me see what's going on with this game. So Leeds has played. Leeds pulled off a draw against Chelsea. That was a 2-2 draw against Chelsea. You know what I mean? Fantastic result for them. Then they went and they beat Nottingham Forest 3-1. Arsenal trashed them 4-0. They drew 1-1 with Everton and they beat Fulham. So Leeds is not playing around, people. It was a 4-3 loss to Newcastle back in January and also a 1-1 draw with Manchester United. They also drew 0-0 with Liverpool, 1-1 with Sunderland, and they trashed Crystal Palace 4-0. So Leeds is in a pretty good little form. It's not a joke. You know what I mean? It's not a joke. Let me see what's going on with Villa now. So, who's the farm team going into this one? Aston Villa has played. Aston Villa was trashed by Newcastle 3-1. And this is the same Newcastle team that everybody been beating left, right, and center. Right? Everybody been beating this Newcastle team all about the place. They went ahead and they beat Brighton. They drew 1-1 with Bromont. They were beaten by 10 men, Brentford. And they beat Newcastle. Everton beat them. You know what I mean? So it's kind of an up and down, a hit and miss for Aston Villa. What is the score prediction that you guys have on the Aston Villa Leeds game tomorrow morning? It's the first game of the kickoff. The very first game of the kickoff. You know what I mean? I think it's a 2-2 draw. You get me? I think it's a 2-2 draw. I don't think that Aston Villa will have enough to beat Leeds, being the current form that Leeds is in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I think that's a 2-2 draw. Yeah. Key. Big up yourself, Naib. Naib say you gotta go. Big up yourself. Keith say you going 3-0. Come on, Keith, you know better than that. You know that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? You know that's not gonna happen. Our second game is Brentford versus Brighton. Brentford versus Brighton. Brentford is in a fantastic kind of little form, you know what I mean? So I think that Brentford will do good with that one. Chelsea and Burnley. I think Chelsea should have enough to beat Burnley. Let me see what Burnley schedule looks like. Past schedule looks like. Burnley beat Crystal Palace. Burnley just lost in the FA Cup. West Ham beat Burnley. Sunderland beat Burnley. Tottenham draw 2-2 with Burnley, 1-1. Burnley pretty much managed themselves, you know. Burnley managed themselves a bit. So who knows? That might be a draw game. It might be a game too much for the nerdish Chelsea team. So let's see. Let us see. Our next game. West Ham versus Bournemouth. West Ham versus Bournemouth, and I think that's going to be probably a draw game. You know what I mean? Bournemouth been in fantastic form, though. Bournemouth been winning since they sold their best player. You know what I mean? They're probably playing better. I don't know. You know what I mean? Sometimes you sell your best player and you balance the team more. Who knows if that's the situation? But one of the games to look forward to tomorrow is at Manchester City versus Newcastle. Manchester City versus Newcastle. Manchester City been beating Newcastle every single time they meet this season. Is this where it turned around for Newcastle? What you guys think? What's your prediction on this one? You know we got to talk in depth. Newcastle just beat Carabao 6-1 in the UEFA Champions League. They also beat Aston Villa 3-1 in the FA Cup. They beat Tottenham 2-1, right? And they lost 3-2 to Brentford. They lost 3-1 to Manchester City. They lost 4-1. So in the big games, Newcastle been poor. They've been poor, right? And this game is playing at Manchester as well. So Newcastle is playing away from home. Do you guys think Newcastle have what it takes to get a result from this game? At least a result from this game? Or do you think it's going to be business as usual for Manchester City, for this Manchester City team? Let me know what you guys' prediction for this game is. I think that Manchester City might win, but my best bet is I'm hoping for a Newcastle win or a draw. As an Arsenal fan, y'all know. Y'all know. Looking for other teams to save our skin again. Story of our life. Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. Let me know what's your prediction on this one. Let's look at the stats. What's going on? So Nottingham Forest has been playing. So Nottingham Forest beat Fenerbahce in the Europa League 3-0. They draw 0-0 against Wolves. Leeds United beat them 3-1. Crystal Palace and them draw. Nottingham Forest beat Brentford. Not bad. Nottingham Forest is inconsistent. They drew 0-0 with Arsenal. So Nottingham Forest might be able to pull off a result against Liverpool. What's your prediction on this one, guys? What's going on with this lineup? Nicola say Forest 1-3. Nicola. At least Riley can admit it. I'm sorry, guys. The chat was stuck. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? 1-0, and all of them something is back. Yeah, man. I brother there with the wall heap of 1-0-0 series or something. Yeah. That's it. North London forever. Big up yourself, Africa. Big up yourself. Can't believe Riley said that. What did I say? I said a lot of things. Remind me what you talking about specific. I said a lot of things, bro. I swear. Let me know what you're talking about. Let me know what you're talking about. All right, so that's for Nottingham Forest. Let me see what's up with the result for Liverpool. So Liverpool results, people. That thing you said earlier. You gotta tell me what thing you're talking about, bro. You gotta be more specific. So Liverpool beat Brighton 3-0 in the FA Cup. They beat Sunderland 1-0. And Sunderland, that's the first time Sunderland lost at home, people. By the way. Manchester City beat them 2-1. They beat Newcastle 4-1. That's the thing I'm trying to show people. Newcastle been getting beaten left, right, and centre all over the place. So I'm not too confident in Newcastle getting a result. Bournemouth beat them 3-2. Burnley draw with them. They draw with Arsenal. So Liverpool has been having some inconsistent result as well. Nothing really to talk about. So it is a situation where this game could go any direction. Any card can play in this Liverpool match situation. Crystal Palace and Wolves. What's your guys think on that? Crystal Palace and Wolves. Sunderland and Fulham. Sunderland and Fulham. Arsenal and Tottenham, which we talk about, which we're going to do some more talking on. And Everton, Manchester United. Nottingham Forest winning 1-0, said Michelle. Beating Man United on Monday. Everton versus Manchester United, guys. What are y'all take on that? Everton is playing at home. You know what I mean? Manchester United is playing away. There's two things about this thing. You know what I mean? Manchester United is probably going to dip in form now. You know what I mean? And Everton is not so good at home. So it's not, I don't expect it to be a bright clash. The last time these two teams meet, I think Everton beat them with 10 man, right? That was the situation, right, guys? I think Everton beat them with 10 man. So, as I said, I really have nothing against the Everton team. You know what I mean? Except Loudmouth Michelle. That's it. You know, but I would really like to see Everton shut up these people, even though that gonna mean I'm not gonna hear the end of it on this channel. Right? But at least it's better if I hear one noise than a lot of noise. Yes, I'm saying it's better if I hear it's better if I hear just Michelle Mount than all those Manchester United fans that gonna pass through and make all these unnecessary noise and comments and all of that. You know what I mean? Riley likes me. Really, guys? Michelle, I didn't say all of that now. So, yeah, my striker, Shesko, finding form. Man, what team you support again, Keith? Man, you're confusing me, man. You're confusing me. Yeah, you're confusing me. Chris said second place again. Oh man, Chris, I ain't gonna lie. I think you have. I don't even think Chris is in the chat. I think you just have that on repeat. You know, like you have it. Say this every 5 minutes in the chat. Yeah, but yeah, that's the situation. As far as the North London Derby is concerned, we should have some players coming back. You know what I mean? Kai Havertz should be making a return. King Kai, you know, we all know King Kai made the team better. You know what I mean? It's such a horrible situation for us right now because we went out and we did some good business. We actually did some good business, or we thought we did some good business. And here we are sitting down, wondering why we can't score no goal when we buy one of the most prolific strikers in football, right? And why we can't create when we went and we buy a very good creative player like Ibrichi Eze. You know what I'm saying? And why we're not so fierce on the wing when we should have one of the best winger in Bakaya Saka, and we went and buy one of the best young talents that was out there in Nani Madueke. Why are we leaking so much goals when we should have one of the best defense partnership in football right now? You know what I mean? We should have one of the best right back who is making a stake or claim of being the best right back in football at the moment. And we have some unpredictable left back. We have one of the best midfielder in Declan Rice, all-round midfielder, and Zubimendi. Why is it that our team is so inconsistent when we have all these players that are ballers in their own rights? What is going on with this Arsenal team? Why is it that we can't seem to click with Victor Gyökeres? Well, why is it that we can't seem to click with any of our striker? Because we're not even clicking with Gabriel Jesus right now. You know what I'm saying? Our strikers are anonymous in our games, most of them. Most of them. You know what I mean? And it's very, very, it's causing a toll on the team because goals win game. And if we're not scoring, we can't win. And we're not scoring. And that's why we're not winning games. We keep on defending, and if you keep on defending, at some point you're gonna lose. You're gonna score. A goal is gonna be scored on you. You know, we can't keep on pressuring the defense to bail us out all the time. And that's been the scenario for us. That's what's been going on. We have the best defense in the league, and because of that, we just tend to rely on them to defend us to the title. You know what I mean? As I said, we've given up so much points this season. You know what I mean? We're falling so many times this season. And as fans, we tend to get down and discouraged. You know what I mean? But 7-time fall, 8-time rise. We will always be an Arsenal fan. We will always support our team, and we will always be here with our team. And I mean, we are no strangers to disappointment. And I mean, we have managed to overcome a lot, and we will manage to overcome a lot more. Arsenal is a fantastic football club, and we will be fine. Best defense and concede 3 against Man United and 2 against Wolves. We're talking factual statement, don't Chris? You know what I mean? If you want to jeer, you can go ahead, but we're talking factual statement. Okay? Yeah. Michelle said, Riley, it's okay, you will come second. Yes, Michelle, and you will be in a relegation battle. So, yeah, it's okay, of course. It's fine. It is fine, no worries. By the end of the season, Michelle, you're going to be in a relegation battle, I promise you. Just remember. Unknown said 0 year for Champions League. Yeah, that's why you're unknown. That's why you're unknown. Michelle, don't be so confident. They might even finish third. Keith, you're going to finish out of the top 4. So that's another thing for you, bro. That's another thing for you. Arsenal gonna battle it, said Delphis Gaming. What team you support, Delphis Gaming? Let me know what team you support. Let us know what team you support, man. You can't just jump in the chat and just start talking without identifying yourself. Identify yourself, please. Riley, imagine Michelle rooting for Everton in the championship. Hey, that's where she probably gonna be. I promise you. That's where she probably gonna be. I ain't gonna lie. I think our game will be a tie, Keith. Of course, Royal Madrid. Madrid? Madrid? If y'all was in England, you know y'all been a relegation battle, right? Y'all better glad y'all in Spanish league that only had 3 good teams. Okay? If you was in England, you'll be in a relegation battle with the crap that y'all playing right now. Relegation bound. That's what y'all would be in. Y'all are pathetic. Y'all are poor. And y'all need to know and believe that y'all are crap right now. Y'all can keep on defending your 15 Champions League or 14 or how much of it is. You know what I mean? Things of the past. Y'all need to live now. You know what I mean? Y'all. I'm just saying. Go fix your team before you start worrying about other people's team to lap. Come on. How many points are Everton clear of relegation? Let me get the merchandise and let me check the stats. Everton standing. So Everton is at 8th place and their points tally is 37. 37. So Everton is currently 10, 13 points, I think. 13 points clear of relegation. 13. That's 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 4 games. 4 loss, and you find yourself down there, and you're gonna have 4 loss. 4 games. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Everton will never play European football. European football. Yeah, we know that. We know that. We know that, Keith. We know that. Michelle and her championship trophy next season. Michelle might actually win a trophy next season, you know. As if she go down to the championship, she probably gonna win the league to come back up. So she might actually win a trophy. Might actually win a trophy. Yeah, you won 37 points, Michelle. 13 points clear of the relegation zone. 13 points. Just 13 points. You know what I mean? Just 13 points. Just know that. You know what I mean? And West Ham might go on a little run. So if West Ham pick up all those points and you drop, then you switch in place with West Ham. You know what I mean? Who's 18? West Ham is 18. West Ham is 18. West Ham 24. Yes, West Ham 24. The 24 and 13, 24 and 37, that's 13 points, Michelle. 13 points. The merchandise, bro. You know what I mean? Gotta get the gadgets, the merchandise. Yeah, son? Yeah. We'll be 40 points on Monday. Yes, that's what you say now. Until Manchester United roll over you. Last time Arsenal won Premier League, I haven't born. You mean you wasn't born, right? I did. Yeah, that's fine though. That's fine. At least we're still giants. We're still columns in this. You know what I mean? If your team come inside England, you'll be in a relegation battle right now. That's what I'm saying. The weakest team in England, some of the weakest teams in England are as strong as the strongest teams in Spain. That's all I'm saying. "13 points, there's a real chance they go down. I've been telling you all this for a while now. Nobody wants to listen to me. Nobody wants to listen to me. Michelle, keep on justifying that they're 8th place and all that. We know what places you are, but we're talking about the points difference from where you are to the bottom of the table. 13 points. The only team that can catch you is Wolves. The only team that can catch you back is Wolves. And who knows, they just... well, no, they can't catch you back first. I don't think they can. Can they? Red Skull in the building. Red Skull say on work, bro. But bless up to you and the viewers, people. Make sure you subscribe. My brother, that. Big up yourself, Red Skull. Thank you for the strength every time. Michelle is okay. Enjoy, dear man. They won 2003. Yeah, we're still doing the fact though. If y'all was in England, y'all would not have a league title. Phil in the building. Big up Philly. Delafis. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, alright? Don't worry about the banterism, okay? Don't be scared. Alright? Don't be scared. It's just banterism, bro. Alright? Don't take it personal, man. We do this all the time. Okay? Philly said Everton and Arsenal have the same amount of Champions League trophy in their cabinet. Philly support Liverpool, right? You need to learn how to defend a title. Learn how to defend a title, okay? Evening, everyone. Big up yourself, Philly. Big up yourself. Them and Spurs will be fighting for the championship. What a title race that will be. Yeah, I just remember. So they might not win the title either. Because Spurs might be there too. Spurs might be there too for real. Everton will be on 40 points Monday, Keith. Michelle says who? You think Manchester United gonna give you all 3 points? That's what you think? No. Will never happen, man. Will never happen. Yeah. Gona fans have nothing to celebrate other than second place spot, said Keith. Aston Villa. Who is not even going to come in the top 4? Y'all fighting for a top 4 trophy this season. And y'all not even going to get it. Top 4 trophy, that's what you're going to fight for this season. A trophy that you're going to hold up and say 4th place. Second again is way better than fighting for top 4, you know, because y'all not coming second, nor third, nor fourth. You know what I mean? At least we're fighting for the trophy every season. You know what I mean? Y'all just smell the top 4 and feel like y'all was in a trophy battle, and then y'all just disappear. Where y'all gone? I thought y'all was fighting for trophy. Where y'all gone? Come on, Keith. She'll win the trophy next season. After that, won't get relegation this season. But next one, they'll be going against Derby in August. Michelle going down, man. Trust me, you can't pick up for her. She's going down. Greetings from London. Big up yourself. What that? Atom Ara. Big up yourself, Atom Ara. Hello, Keith, Michelle, Nico, Chris, everyone. Did you say only 10 points? Let's go, Keith. Everyone ganging up on Michelle. Chris, no, poor Michelle. I can take it. Michelle's a big girl. Come on. Michelle love the banter, you know. She started this shit. So she better can take it. Don't worry, guys. I think Chelsea gonna face it on the next. I think Chelsea gonna face it on Saturday. Because I know Lee's beating them. I know Lee's beating them, but guess what? It's gonna be the same old. Chris gonna come and say, oh, I'm world champion. And Chulu gonna come and say, yeah, we're world champion. It don't matter. If we get relegated, we're world champion. You know what I mean? And they're just gonna feel proud of the champion, the trophy that nobody cares about. And that's that. So yeah. But I think he's gonna be them next. Chris O'Connor in the building. How you feeling, Chris O'Connor? It's been a second. We haven't seen you. How you feeling, mate? Big up yourself. Best of luck for the rest of this season, mate. Yeah, Chris O'Connor, we've been flopping and mopping and doing all sort of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like we've been trying everything not to win this trophy. That's all I can say. It's like we've been trying everything in our power not to win this trophy. I don't know. Michelle keep crying. Michelle can take it, man. Trust me, Michelle a big girl. New mod I haven't seen. Who's that? Oh, Chris. You have never seen Chris for real? You've never seen Chris O'Connor for real? Yeah, man. Chris O'Connor is a Liverpool fan. Chris O'Connor is one of you, Nicole. Chris O'Connor is a Liverpool fan. UEFA Champions League is considered a big league, then why Arsenal doesn't have a UEFA League trophy? Hey, that's a good question. We don't have one, and that's a fact. You know what I mean? Don't worry about this, no, man. We are banters, and we are not scared to admit facts, bro. You know what I mean? So, trust me, Arsenal don't have none, and that's a disgrace. We're the biggest team to ever play the competition that has never won the competition. You get me? But Real Madrid is still crap, though. I'm just saying. Real Madrid is still crap. That's all I'm saying. Everton should have went down a few times. At least they could have a chance to compete instead of just making up the numbers. We've been trying to tell Michelle that you're just getting in people's way. Everton is just getting in people's way, Michelle. You know what I mean? At least send somebody up who's going to actually compete for something. That's all I'm saying. And Doom's brush. Doom? Bro, yeah, Doom. Because Spurs is Doom, bro. The name says it's all. Spurs gonna be doom. Big up yourself, Spurs fans. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe with us if you're not yet subscribed. Okay? Just yap, bro. You can just yap around and can't win a trophy. Hey, I can tell you one fact. One simple fact. For sure. One fact. Real Madrid has never beaten Arsenal in their history. Google that. Google that. Never beaten Arsenal, Real Madrid. Okay, bro? Okay. So put that in a pipe and smoke it. Nikolai, everyone can because tomorrow Keith will be crying, then Phil, and you will be crying when Nottingham Forest win. For once, I can agree with Michelle. For once, I can agree with Michelle because I think Spurs losing tomorrow, Aston Villa losing tomorrow, and Liverpool might draw tomorrow. I think Liverpool might draw tomorrow, so they're still gonna be crying. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. The season Leicester got relegated, it should have been them instead. Oh boy. Arteta, bad news. Damn. Arteta, did you give a press conference today? You did not say that Odegaard is fit. Why are you telling us this now? People, Arteta is in the building. The coach is here. The coach, being that you're here, why can't you get the starting 11 right? What is going on? Why do you have to play Martin Zubimendi and Declan Rice all the time together? What is going on, coach? Big up Arteta in the building. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, Arteta out. Arteta out 2026. Bad news. Odegaard is fit. Bro, that's our captain, you know. You can't be talking our captain like that, man. That's our captain. Yes. You got Forest shitty ready, Michelle. Captain Oak is fit and available. We are finished. Damn. Delphis said Arsenal Gooners. We are here, man. We're representing. We don't hide, you know. We can't bother with the hiding, man. We're gonna be here, up in everybody's face and all of that. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? That's what we are. We are the Gunners. You know what I mean? We change it from Gooners to Gunners because guess what? We always fighting. Fighting. Enemy necessary to surviving. Then I want to see Arsenal win the title. If Arsenal win the title, it's too frightening, so we keep fighting. I'm just saying, yeah. Arsenal never been back-to-back champions in the Prem either, but they've been second back-to-back. We've been champions, okay? And that's all you need to know. Have you ever been second back-to-back? You don't have that consistency. Okay? You don't have that consistent. How about that? I'm trying to catch up with the chat, people. Chat is gonna leave me. So I'm trying to catch up with the chat. World champions for a reason. I told you all this was coming. World champions. I told you all this was coming. Against some league that's nobody even recognize. World champions. I know. I told you all it was coming on. That's all they brag about. World champions that nobody cares about. You know what I mean? Nicolay, why Chris chatting the most? Because he knows Chelsea winning. Winning what? Am I reading that wrong or something? Yeah. I have to catch up with the chat, people. The chat is gone. Jesus. Finally catch up with the chat. Nah, you guys been going on. Catch up with the chat. I see Mark has entered the building. Tottenham to win. Mark, make sure you bet. Go ahead and bet on Tottenham to win, man. So you can come here crying again. I like it when you come here crying. Go ahead and bet on Tottenham to win, Mark. Big up yourself, man. Mark has entered the building, people. Scott in the building. Big up, Scott. DJ Locone. Y'all have never celebrated a title in the Emirates. You know, that's why I don't like skipping the chat because I'm missing too much persons, especially new persons. Bro, who will win the league? Said DJ Locone. Big up DJ Locone in the building. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome to the stream. Scott Drain, welcome to the stream. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel where y'all can be here with us. Stick around. You know what I mean? It's a fun channel. It's a banter channel. We do this all the time. We do. Speaking about that, I ain't seen Toxic today. Toxic, you in the building? Toxic normally listening when he can't talk, you know. Toxic always here. I'll be surprised if you don't answer. You must really be caught up. But Toxic always here. So big up Toxic, just like Red Skull. Red Skull always here. Just always caught up as well. You know what I mean? Mark, are you getting notification now? You said he wasn't getting notification. Is your notification coming now? Walk me through how you win in the Tottenham game. The Chelsea Brighton. All right, Mark. Being that you mentioned that. Let's do this. So, King Kai is back. All right? So, with King Kai back, we can play Victor Gyökeres comfortably. Right? We have Eze, who is comfortable when King Kai plays in the 10. He gets to sit and pick his passes comfortable because King Kai's attack and Eze get to sit and just pick passes. We have Saka who's going to be back over on the left-hand side, and we might move Nani over to the right now because Trossard is injured and Martinelli is out of form. Martinelli is whack right now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to use Declan Rice as our sitting midfield. Right? So we're going to drop Zubimendi. You get me? Yeah, we're going to drop Zubimendi. And we're going to use Ben White as our right back because we need an overlapping presence for the threat. You get me? With Saka and Ben White, you don't know what I think they go. Saka and Ben White is a very devastating duo. You get me? William Saliba, Gabby. You understand me? And we're going to have Nketiah on the left-hand side because being that we have Ben White over on the right, who's going to do the overlapping and stuff like that, and we're going to have Declan Rice paying attention on the right wing-back position just for when that overlapping go on. We can't have two overlappers, so we can't use Califuori because that means it's going to be too much work for Declan Rice to be filling in the two left-back positions. You get me? So we have to have somebody who sits and defend more than how they attack. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. But I'm not telling you to go and bet now. Okay? Don't bet on Arsenal. Bet on Tottenham. Until you bet on Arsenal, I worry, bro. It's like if Michelle ever say Arsenal gonna win, oh Lord, I think I'll have a heart attack. You get me? Yeah, that kind of something me I talk about. But big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. How y'all feeling? Yes, I. Chat gone again. I have to try and keep up with this chat. What makes no sense is a team first position can beat a team in 20 position. What makes no sense is a team that just run away with the title last season can't defend it at all this season. That makes no sense. That's what you need to worry about. Okay? Yeah. That's what you need to worry about. You too much worrying about Arsenal. You know what I mean? Y'all worry too much about Arsenal when y'all team ain't doing nothing. Your team ain't even challenging for the title. The only team that's challenging for the title is Manchester City. And there's no Manchester City fan in the chat yapping like y'all. Liverpool is the defending champion. And if you look at the table or look at the points, you'll never guess that. Chelsea is the so-called world champions. You'll never guess that either. Aston Villa was supposed to be neck and neck competing for the trophy. I don't know what trophy it is they're competing for. I think they're talking about the Europa League. It can't be the English League. You know what I mean? What's going on? But yet still, y'all all want to be down Arsenal throat. Talking about Arsenal is a joke. When y'all need a coach, y'all have the most expensive squad with the most expensive player with so-called the best players in the world. And y'all barely can win a game. And we're a joke. Hey, come on, man. Come on, Mark. Arsenal ain't make you lose no money. No, you went and bet on Arsenal for no reason. You know what I mean? Yeah. You shouldn't do that. Bet on your team. Bet against Arsenal all the time, man. Because you don't want to come here crying. That's why you're trying to bet on Arsenal. What's going on? What's going on? Just the other day, you were sucking up kiss-ass Arsenal all over the place. Arsenal going to win the league. Arsenal running away with the league. It's Arsenal. I've never ever heard you call Liverpool name. I've never seen you type Liverpool in the chat. Nobody here who doesn't know you know that you support Liverpool, Mark. Nobody. Nobody who doesn't know you know that you support Liverpool. At least everybody know Chris support Chelsea and Cholo. Now Nicolay, Keith occasionally said Aston Villa. Occasionally Keith said Aston Villa. Michelle always saying Everton. People here endorsing their team sometimes, but you have never ever once endorsed Liverpool. Liverpool fans on a break. Liverpool. I ain't gonna lie. Keith, I'm trying to be serious. No, Keith. Mark, I'm trying to be serious, man. Allow me to be serious, bro. I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to be serious. You're distracting my focus, bro. Mark said Liverpool fans on a break. Y'all been on a break all season. Y'all been on a break all season, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Cartoon character, I don't know what's going on there. I have to skip the chats again. Nikolai, we spanking them 3 weeks ago, by the way. And they're on their ground. London is blue. Mark is colorblind. So, Mark, being that Liverpool is on a break, what team is supporting now? Let me know. Let me know what team is supporting now, Mark. Being that Liverpool is on a break, I'm just saying. Liverpool fans is on a break. So, what team are they supporting? Arsenal let themselves down with Wolves. Now City on striking range. Hey, it's fine, man. We can handle ourselves. We can handle ourselves. Unlike Liverpool, they're not coming back for y'all. Y'all can't even defend no title no more. The title the title is just out of your hands. You know what I mean? Just out of your hands. Doom, make sure you subscribe to the channel, even though you're probably going to get relegated. You might get relegated, but still subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all still neighbors, you know what I mean? I wish we could relegate y'all from London when y'all get relegated from the league. You know what I mean? I wish we could relegate y'all from London, but we gotta draw the map a certain way where we kind of cut out the map and cut around and just push y'all aside. You know what I mean? We gotta restructure that. Yeah. So why you come in the fight? Why you come in the chat saying Spurs for? You come in the chat saying Spurs. That's all you was saying. Imagine losing the league to a team who is getting relegated. How are we going to lose in the league to a team who is getting relegated? Oh, Lord. Phil, I still got time to see Everton win things. Michelle, I don't think so. No. Everton, no, Michelle. I never going to happen. Michelle, that ain't never going to happen. They'll dust out your bum. Oh, come on, man. Liverpool is a worthless side. I should just be grateful that Klopp set a foundation for y'all. No worries. We beat him Burnley up the chance. The beauty about having a channel with everybody is that there's always content to talk about. That's the thing. Everybody's gonna get at each other, trying to make their own points known. And that's what's going on. Everybody think they're gonna win on Sunday, but who's actually gonna win? You know what I mean? We know for a fact that Chelsea losing, Aston Villa losing. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with Everton and Manchester City and Manchester United. You know what I mean? I don't know. That one I really don't want to say. I really can't say. You know? But yeah. Really can't say. But we will be here after the games, after the results, and let's see who else gonna be here with us. It is a situation where I know we ain't gonna have some people. Some people gonna hide. You know what I mean? Some people gonna hide, I think. So let's see. Let's see. Who are gonna be the hiders or who are gonna be not? Keith, I'll text you tomorrow when Leeds are winning, mate, and when Calvert Lewis get a hat trick. Even Arsenal drawing will be decent enough. We're not drawing, Jack. We're not drawing. No. Arsenal in trouble. Not saying they'll lose, but in major trouble, and they know it. We'll be fine, Mark. We'll be fine. How can you lose a 9 points lead? We ain't losing nothing. We still 5 points. Why you say we losing? We don't lose, and we still 5 points lead. We're still 5 points ahead. That's what the table say. Go and look at the table. We're still 5 points ahead, my bro. We're still 5 points ahead, man. Yeah, they know Liverpool ain't winning nothing. They know that. Just all banter right now. They know Liverpool ain't winning crap. They're just doing Mark just doing this to divert from his crappy team. That's all. That's all. It doesn't matter. They ain't played the game yet. So until they play the game, it's still 5 points. Until they play that game, it's still 5 points, man. You know this. Come on, you know football. You know this. Me and Mark gonna make distractions. I know. Mark already told us that Liverpool fans are on a break. Liverpool fans are on a break. He already said it. City have the capability to win everything. Not only City, man. Arsenal too. Arsenal too. Don't worry. We'll still be the best team in the league. The table shows it. We're still being the best team in Europe, not just the league. We're still the best team in Europe. The table shows it. The Champions League table shows it. I mean, hey, it's okay. Fumbling happens. It happens. It happens. Doom said, Riley, you look worried. I'm not actually. I'm not. My prediction was that we're going to get 7 points from these 3 games. I never expected us to draw with Wolves. I expected a draw with either Tottenham or Chelsea. You know what I mean? But it's still 7 points I predicted. So we're still on course to get the 7 points. That means we just need to beat Chelsea and Tottenham to do it. You know what I mean? And everybody know that's not a hard task. You know what I mean? Chelsea is crap and Tottenham is getting relegated. So, you know what I mean? We all know it's not a hard task. You get me? So, no, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I promise you. After the Tottenham game, if the result don't go in our way, then it might be a different story. But right now, I'm still comfortable. You know what I mean? I was mad about the draw when the draw happened. You know what I mean? But wake up the next day, and I remember that, hey, I'm still an Arsenal fan, and I feel awesome being an Arsenal fan. Hey, I don't worry about that, man. I just shake that off. Put that to the side. Put that to the side. We will be fine. Michelle, another honest question. What makes Everton a big club? Who said Everton was a big club? Michelle would never say that. Don't lie on Michelle's name. Michelle would never utter that out her mouth. Come on, y'all stop playing. Y'all love play games with Michelle Dread. Why y'all telling lies on Michelle? Michelle would never say something like that. Everton is a big club. No. Michelle would never say that. I can pick up for Michelle on that one. She will not say such thing. That's blaspheming. And she will not do that. Nah. Scott, you subscribe to the channel already, right? Doom, you subscribe to the channel already? Let us know if you subscribe to the channel so the team can welcome you all, man. Oh, I am sub. Okay, then you need to come more often to us, man. Okay? I know he's a Wolves fan and all, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Logan in the building. Manchester City has arrived. My ticket for the final hasn't arrived yet. Make sure you give me all the scoop that goes on in the final, okay? Make sure you give me everything that's going on. Text in the chat and let me know what's up. All right? Who else is going to that final? Say, yeah, man, me I support you. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Make sure I get some scoop on that final. You know what I mean? Let me know. Y'all need to send me messages. Tell me what's going on. Because I won't be there. I'll be just watching. All right? I'm on the top tier of Wembley, so it will be an amazing view. It will be an amazing view. Trust me. It will be an amazing final too. Okay, Mark, I hear you. I hear you. He's not playing in the final because he's cup tie. He's cup tie. I think his team went a little bit further in the competition than Bournemouth. That's the reason why. So even though Semenyo is not cup tie, he is cup tie because of I think how far his team went. He's cup tie. I can't wait for that game, man. I can't wait for that game. I can't wait for us to destroy Manchester City backline. He's cup tie. He can't play. We're not underestimating anything, man. If anybody teach us that, Wolves just teach us that. So trust me, we're not underestimating anything. To be honest, I think we could just have you 2-1 City, or if Arsenal was on win, if would probably be like 3 or 4-1. But I'm saving 2-1 to Blues. Come on, City. No, y'all ain't winning, bro. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. We're a club that is to make up the numbers so far. Y'all making up numbers and doing some damage, bro. Y'all ain't just making up numbers. Y'all causing problems. I mean, what you did against Arsenal, you took 2 points from us. You know what I mean? That's problems. Y'all causing problems. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know that's not going to be a dead game. You know that's not going to be a dead game. That's something that you do know. Nobody expected a draw, Scott, and that's the reason why you guys were so fantastic. That's the reason why the result was so fantastic, because nobody expected y'all able to score a goal, much less to score 2. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why the result was so fantastic for y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all took that was a surprise to everybody. You know what I mean? But guess what? Arsenal went into the game overconfident and y'all showed them up. You know what I mean? And y'all deserve the points that y'all got. I'm being honest. Y'all deserve the point that you got. You know what I mean? You can't go in a game complacent and feel like you have already won it before the 90 minutes. You know what I mean? That's disrespectful. You know what I mean? And y'all showed them up and They deserve what they got, and y'all deserve your points. Y'all could have gotten all 3 points too, and still deserve it. So, you know, congratulations, man. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, big up Wolves. You know? Down with the Tottenham, we're going down with the Tottenham. Is that a new chant? Down with the Tottenham, we're going down with the Tottenham. I can't wait to go to one of these games. To feel that atmosphere, feel that feeling. You know what I mean? Can't wait. Michelle, I've never heard you say you're going to any of the games. Why? Yeah, I don't know nothing. Oh, the Arsenal fans made that up. Yeah, that sounds like something that we'll do. I said, I do go to games, not all. Okay. Can't stand anyone from AFTV. I haven't watched AFTV in a long while, man. Ever since Troops and them ain't there no more. You know what I mean? It's just not fun to me no more. And the thing about it is this: when all of them was on AFTV, they were making it happen. And individually, they're not the same either. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know they have their big up to them and them doing their thing. I mean, they're still awesome. I'm not saying that they're not. They're still awesome. But when all of them was on AFTV, it was just a different vibes. You get me? It's just a different vibes. Turkey's trying to recreate that in doing what he's doing, but things ain't always going to be the same. Spurs won 6 trophies in 60 years. Oh, man. But guys, you know, we're going to call it a quits for the night. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys being here with me. You know what I mean? I always try to do a nightlife, man, because nightlife is when the real bantering happens. I always try to do it, but I've never, I have stuff doing sometimes, and I don't reach home on time. So when I say I want to come live, it's not that I don't want, it's just that I don't reach home on time. And bringing it after certain hours, you guys are not going to be available, so I just don't bother. But whenever I get to reach home on time, I will. I love the nightlife. As I said, the bantering is real. You know what I mean? The bantering is real. And that's where all the wolves come out. You know what I mean? All the wolves come out. But y'all know, this is what we do. This is what we do. We banter all the time. You know what I mean? We're a family over here. You know what I mean? And everything that is said in love. All love. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for making this channel what it is. You know what I mean? You guys are very much amazing. I wouldn't trade y'all for nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing. I think I think this channel is developing one of the best family. You know what I mean? So thank you guys so much for everything that y'all have been doing. Thank you for staying with us. You guys are amazing. We will see you again, if not later, tomorrow. All right? One love. Peace. Love you, bro. Love you too, Mark. Big up yourself, man. Love everybody. Thank you. Big up yourself. Peace out. Appreciate y'all.